two HR giants. One big question: which one really delivers? On the left, ADP, with decades of payroll expertise and robust compliance. On the right, Rippling, offering unified HR, payroll, and IT for modern teams. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. All right, before we go deep, here's a quick mind map of what we're looking at. Pricing and cost structure, feature set and automation, integrations and ecosystem, global coverage and scalability, security and compliance, user experience and onboarding, and support and customer service. Pretty much all the stuff you need to worry about before you commit. Let's kick things off with pricing and cost structure. So, ADP's got these flexible product lines, right? If you're a small business, there's a version. For big corporations, there's that too. But I mean, here's the thing. Those add-ons can get expensive real fast. It's like buying a ticket, then paying extra for the seat and baggage. With smaller teams, the pricing feels premium. Now, Rippling, I gotta say, they kinda nailed it for SMBs. It's modular, so you only pay for what you actually use. That transparency is awesome. No more mystery invoices. But, fair warning, those modules do stack up if you start to go wild with features. Honestly though, for most, Rippling just makes more sense here. Winner? Rippling. Hands down. Next up, feature set and automation. ADP's a beast on payroll stuff. I'm not kidding. Super deep compliance. Way robust if you've got a big team or you're dealing with a ton of regulations. The one catch? If you want a full HR suite, be ready to buy extra. And yeah, the automation, it's kind of old school. Now, Rippling? Oh, this is where it gets good. All-in-one HR, payroll, IT, device management, it's ridiculous. The automation is slick. You can set up these crazy workflows, triggers, everything. Only catch, if you're not used to techie tools, the setup can be a headache. Still, for what you get, Rippling's coming out on top. All right. Moving over to integrations and ecosystem. ADP lets you plug into their marketplace, and okay, there's an API. But if you're an SMB using something like ADP Run, native integrations are pretty limited. You're stuck building connectors a lot. Now, check out Rippling. QuickBooks, Xero, Slack, Google Workspace, Salesforce, all of this connects natively. And it's got this centralized data thing, so HR and IT actually talk to each other. Some niche software, maybe not, but for mainstream apps, this is like plug and play. Rippling easily wins here. No contest. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know ADP runs payroll for over 39 million workers in the US alone? Yeah, it's wild. That's basically the population of California. Just shows how huge their footprint really is. Zooming out now to global coverage and scalability. ADP, honestly, this is their home turf. 70 plus years in payroll, can you believe? They go deep, like truly global. Big company, they're set up for you. The snag is, some international features are kind of locked up till you hit those higher tier plans. Rippling's got this global HCM module too, covering HR and payroll in over 100 countries, which is impressive, but when you really peek under the hood, ADP goes even wider. EO coverage especially. So for big global scale, ADP's got the edge. Now, who doesn't worry about security and compliance these days? ADP is, no joke, like a fortress. Their compliance is best in class, always up to date. And security, it's enterprise level. Sometimes feels like too much for a tiny startup though. But hey, safe is safe, right? Rippling's no slouch either. They're rolling with 256-bit encryption and some clever automation for keeping you legal across state lines and international borders. Sometimes you've got to manually set up compliance bits, so it's extra work if you're picky. Both are just rock solid, so this one's actually a tie. Switching gears, user experience and onboarding. ADP's kinda, well, what you'd expect. Familiar, pretty reliable, nothing totally weird. But the look, yeah, feels a bit clunky. And getting things set up takes a minute. Rippling though, super clean, modern, really intuitive. You can even onboard IT devices right in the platform, which feels like magic if you've ever run around setting up laptops. But full disclosure, there's so much going on, your team might need a crash course to use everything. Still, Rippling makes life easier for most, so win goes to them. Last but not least, support and customer service. ADP is known for their 24/7 support, especially if you're a huge company, you just call and someone picks up. Smaller biz might not feel quite as VIP, and sometimes it's slower. Rippling's got good help resources, implementation partners are popping up, but their support teams aren't as big. If you're a giant, complex org, ADP is hard to beat here. Let's take a look at the radar chart real quick. Rippling's got those high marks for pricing, automation, integrations, and user experience. ADP's nailing it for compliance, scalability, and support. You can see where each one really shines and where those quirks pop up. So, bottom line, if you're all about deep compliance, you've got a sprawling enterprise, and payroll is absolute priority. ADP's your guy. You want everything in one dashboard, killer automation, and extra integrations to make your life smooth, especially for startups and mid-size companies? Go Rippling. All-in-one modernity versus legacy reliability. This year, honestly, Rippling takes the win for most folks looking for something fresh and unified. Did this help? If you want more smart breakdowns like this, hit subscribe and stick around for my next matchup. I'm doing the legwork, so you can pick right. See you in the next one.